Hello everyone, it's Natasha from Treasure Books. So I'm here to share these two journals. They're slightly different because they've got twine binding. So I will go into each one individually. I'll do a quick flip through of the first one and talk a little bit about what's inside, and then on the second one I'll just go through it really quickly because they're pretty much the same inside. Okay, so these two journals are made from Reader's Digest books. I'll pop this one aside. So what I did is I covered this is actually the original inside of the Reader's Digest book, and I left the book intact, so I didn't cut and build my own spine. This is actually the spine, you know, the book really. I just took out the text. So I've covered it with paper, and then I sealed the paper, and it's glued on. It's not going anywhere. It's really well adhered and protected on both sides with some varnish. Okay, so as I said, this is a twine binding journal, and I'm just going to explain straight away for those of you who don't know. It means that the pages, they are not sewn into the cover, so you can, if you wish, you can remove the pages. Or another great thing that you can do with this sort of binding is you can add your own papers. So let's say, for example, let's just pretend you wanted to add some, I don't know, something. So you can just, let's see, so you can just add it in between. So that's really good because you can have like smaller bits of paper and your own, you know, whatever you want to add really. And another good thing is that there's plenty of space and plenty of room to grow, so you can add a lot of your own things. So the journals are minimally embellished. There's a lot of writing space, as you will see. So I'll start the flip through now so you can see what's inside. Just some, you know, pockets and journaling spots and little charms at the end here. There's 5 signatures. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 signatures. Altogether there's 140 pages, front and back. As you can see, as I'm flipping along, I've added a little bit of stamping. There's a bit of sewing, just really minimally embellished because I wanted to keep it nice and simple for those of you who like to journal more, you know, you like to have more space and stuff like that. So this is now the second signature. There's an assortment of pages: tea-dyed paper, lined paper, scrapbook paper. I wanted to keep it, so a little bit of stamping, more stamping. Yeah, so I wanted to keep it interesting as you're flipping along. When you're journaling or visual journaling, it's nice to have different sort of size pages and different types of paper. I guess when I'm making a journal, I make what I think, you know, sort of what I think what I like really. And then this is a German book page, a little bird stamp there. So yeah, of course, you know, when we're creating what, you know, we like and what we think other people will like. So that's what I did with this journal. So it's a journaling spot. There's a little stamp down here, a little typewriter, scrapbook, coloring page, the other side of the German page. So I've adhered some lace. I think on some pages I've actually glued the lace down, like here. This is a stamp. And on some pages I actually sewn the lace, so you will see little sewing bits. This is probably from pockets, but these can be cut off if you wish. I like the little hangy bits. Baking paper, I love that sound. Yeah, I like the little hanging threads on the journal, but if you don't, you can always cut them off, as you probably already know. Okay, so it seems like most of the lace is glued on actually. I don't know why I thought that I did. There's a bit of sewing here. don't know why I thought that I actually sewed the lace on, but anyhow, so it's just some more journaling little places, and this is a tea dyed doily, and some more tea dyed paper, a little pocket here, a little stamp, and this is the back of the book, and I've just popped this on top there. So the spine is reinforced on the inside with calico, or muslin as it's called in the US, and I've just covered the outside of the book so that you can't actually see the name of the book. I painted it with gold paint, and everything is sealed and varnished. Okay, so that's that one. Now let's move on to this one. So I'm not going to go through each page like I did with the previous one. Once again, it's exactly the same. 5, twine binding. I was trying to remember where I saw the twine binding. So this is pink on the inside, keeping the same inside. This is the a Reader's Digest book, so I didn't change any of the cover. I just sort of reinforced it. Okay, twine binding, very easy to do, especially if you hate binding your own books and sewing in signatures, or you haven't learned how to. A great thing to do is to do some twine binding, and also gives you the option to put your pages as you are journaling throughout the year or month or whatever, to remove pages and that sort of thing. So I think it's really, I really like the twine binding, and also the book sits flat, sits more flat than when the book pages are sewn in, so you can see like it's really flat, which is really good. I like that too. When you're doing the twine, I don't know, maybe I should do a tutorial. Do you think I should? I mean, there's plenty already on YouTube, and it's really quite straightforward, but if you guys want to see me do a tutorial, then just let me know in the description box below and I can do one. I haven't done twine binding in a while, so I have made this book quite a little while ago, journaling page. So I think it's time to go back to some twine binding, I think. Okay, so you probably get the picture. They're both pretty much exactly the same on the inside, just slightly different, scrapbook paper. Like, how beautiful is this? I love this one. And oh, I like this too. Of course I like it. I made it. I mean, if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be in here, right? How cool is that effect? I wish I remember how I did it. Okay. And that is it. That's the end of the book. You can see the cover is reinforced. It's not going to break on you. Everything is glued down perfectly. Everything is protected and sealed and varnished and all that sort of thing. So when I make my books, I like to make them as durable as possible. I imagine them being passed down through generations. I mean, probably not going to happen, and they're probably not going to last that long, but that's the sort of vision that I have in my head. So anything I do, any gluing and sewing and whatever, I have that in mind. So I actually started, like as you saw with the lace here, it's not glued on, it's glued on, it's not going to go anywhere. But as of lately, I've started pretty much sewing most of my lace. I mean, I don't know, I don't know why I'm even saying that. It's not, maybe I'll change my strategy, who knows, but that's the sort of thing that I have in mind. I imagine them being written in and used and for many years and treasured, and that's why treasure books. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, let me know in the description box. Just write them in. These will be going up on my Etsy, so you can have a look if you're interested. And I think that will be it for today. Thank you so much for being here again, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!